Hello students, we are continuing our class, okay, because in the last video also I had explained about the periodic trends in the physical properties of elements, and the first periodic trends in the physical properties was the atomic radius, which we have discussed in the last video. In this video we will be discussing about ionization enthalpy, electron gain enthalpy and electron negativity, okay. So ionization enthalpy, actually what is this ionization enthalpy? It is the energy required to remove one electron from its isolated gaseous atom, okay, in its ground state. Simply we can say that yes, it is the energy required to remove the electron from the outermost shell of the atom, okay, and that atom should be in the gaseous state. Why we are saying gaseous state? Because in solid state and in liquid state it is difficult to remove the electron, so that atom should be in the isolated gaseous form, okay. Now here you can see, here this electron is being removed from here, okay. Actually if it is being removed, what happens, it is the we can explain here ionization enthalpy as tendency to lose the electrons, okay, and tendency to lose the electrons, in which it can't lose it as it is, it needs energy. So here energy is positive in nature, because removing of electrons from its outermost shell, energy is required, so it is always positive in nature, okay. So when we are talking about ionization enthalpy, okay, there is successive ionization enthalpy, okay. So what do we mean by successive ionization enthalpy? Okay, suppose if one electron is removed from this, okay, what happens here? I have just taken a general example, A plus the first ionization enthalpy, it means energy which we are providing, one electron is being removed. Now it has become what? A positive. Again energy if we are applying and we are removing another electron also, that is what? You are seeing this is ionization enthalpy 1, this is ionization enthalpy 2. Again if we are increasing the energy and removing the third electron also, okay. So that is the third ionization enthalpy, okay. We will now be studying this ionization enthalpy in detail, okay, the successive ionization enthalpy also with the help of example. So now let us study ionization enthalpy in detail, okay. For that I have taken example from period 2, okay, and the elements which I have taken is lithium, beryllium and boron, okay, and experimentally their ionization enthalpies were taken out, their successive ionization enthalpies were taken out, okay, ionization enthalpy 1, ionization enthalpy 2 and ionization enthalpy 3, okay. Now all the values which you are seeing over here has been taken out experimentally, okay. So you can see over here there is a wide range of difference also. For lithium, first ionization enthalpy is 520, for second is 7297 and third you can see 11792. So it means there is a vast difference of the ionization enthalpy of 1 and 2, isn't it? So this can be taken out, the first electron can be taken out very easily, okay, but the second electron to take out, it becomes difficult. Actually you can study this with the help of the electronic configuration also. What is the atomic number of lithium? 3, beryllium it is 4 and boron it is 5, okay. When you understand in this manner, suppose it will be what? 1s2 and 2s1. Here you are seeing 1s2 and 2s2. Isn't it? Here you are saying 1s2, 2s2 and 2p1, okay. So here you can see what? Actually in this, to take out the first ionization, in the second orbit only one electron is present, to take out that it becomes easy, okay. So ionization enthalpy required will be less, okay. Now if we are comparing it with beryllium, beryllium you are seeing in the second, it is how much? Second shell, it is 2 electrons are there, isn't it? It is already stable in this at least, okay, in S. So here you will see the difference in the ionization enthalpy of the first and the second is comparatively less than this lithium, Okay, now when we come to boron, it is in the second, 3 electrons are present, isn't it? Here you will see this energy, you can see if we compare the first ionization enthalpy is comparatively less than beryllium. This is because here 1 electron has entered in the p subshell. Okay, so यहाँ पे what happens, it becomes less. But to remove this, you can see the difference again is not very much, but yes, it is more than this. Okay, but when we are comparing the third ionization enthalpies of these 3 elements, you can see from here, okay, the second ionization enthalpy, I have said to you, third ionization enthalpy has become more, isn't it? And in the beryllium you are seeing it is more than this also, but in the boron it becomes less. And here you can see comparatively for boron the third ionization enthalpy is less. You can understand from how many electrons are present in the outermost shell. Accordingly this is happening. Okay, but one thing is there, that yes, the ionization enthalpy which was in the first position and which is in the third position, if you compare that, it is more, but the differences when we are seeing in the successive ionization enthalpies of the same element, okay, there it becomes a difference. Okay, but yes, in this when we are comparing lithium, beryllium and boron, we can see for lithium the third ionization enthalpy is 11,792 only, but beryllium, when actually you can see the 2 electrons when this has been removed, now the electrons are being removed from the first shell, so naturally the third ionization enthalpy will increase only. Okay, now here you are seeing what happened, 2 have been removed, 1 from P, 1 from S, 1 electron is still left, and that for removing that how much energy is required? 3659, and this is the reason there is a difference over here in the third ionization enthalpy. Now in the graph you can see over here that the ionization enthalpy of helium and neon, in which group it is present? It is present in group 18. Okay, and lithium and sodium, you can see at the down, it is present in which? Group 1. Okay, so here why this is, here you can see a sharp drop in the ionization enthalpy of lithium and sodium. Here actually they have got the lowest ionization enthalpy. Why lowest ionization enthalpy? See the configuration. In the last shell they are having only 1 electron. To take out that electron is very easy. But what happens in this? It is already stable, helium and this neon. Okay, so take out the electrons, it becomes what? Difficult. But you can see over here the peak of helium is more than neon. What is the reason behind it? Actually, helium has got only 2 electrons. Neon has got 10 electrons. Okay, where you will see these electrons are more near. Okay, it will be in the first orbit only. It is more near the nucleus, more nuclear charge. Difficult to give out the electrons. And as the result, ionization enthalpy increases. But here what happens, it is arranged. Okay, you can just do the configuration and see. I have taught you in atomic structure, 1s2, 2s2, okay, 2p6. Okay, you can see the number of shells has increased. Naturally the peak over here is bit down than this, so we'll say that yes, from taking out the electrons from the helium is more, energy will be, ionization enthalpy will be more rather than from neon. But yes, when we are comparing from all the elements, the group 1 elements have the lowest ionization enthalpy, and here you can see group 18 has the highest ionization enthalpy. There are many differences also, we are going to study step by step. Now let us study about on what factors does ionization enthalpy depends. Okay, so it depends on atomic size, nuclear charge, screening effect, and penetration power of different SPD and F. Okay, so first let us study about atomic size. Okay, naturally if the atomic size is more, okay, like if we are saying take group 1 only, okay, take lithium and take cesium. Okay, naturally lithium only 3 electrons, size is small, cesium big, isn't it? So if it is big, what happens? The nuclear charge becomes less. So if the size is more, naturally what will happen? Ionization enthalpy will be less. And if the size is less, okay, ionization enthalpy will be more. Now, coming to nuclear charge. Okay, so nuclear charge also affects. This is why what happens in the period we see what comparatively the ionization goes on increasing from left to right in the period. Okay, screening effect. More the screening effect, what will happen? Naturally, effective nuclear charge will be less and ionization enthalpy will decrease, and this is the reason why this ionization enthalpy decreases down the group. Okay, and it increases along the period. Okay, now penetration power. What do you mean by penetration power? Naturally, how much screening the subshells are doing. Like penetration power of S is most. Why it is most? Because of its circular shape. Okay, and then is P, and then is D, and then is F. Okay, so penetration power of S is most and F is the least, and this is because of the shape of these orbitals. Okay, now when we are doing the comparative study of the ionization enthalpy along a period, you can see the graph over here. Okay, lithium, beryllium, boron, you are seeing over here, isn't it? Actually here this is showing the period. You can see the ionization enthalpy is increasing, but yes, there are two exceptions, that is beryllium to boron and nitrogen to oxygen. Actually what happens here, beryllium should, after beryllium comes boron, boron should have more ionization enthalpy, isn't it? But we see what the ionization enthalpy of boron is less. This is why actually I said to you that beryllium has got how many electrons? 4, isn't it? Boron has got how many? 5. Do the configuration. 1s2, 2s2. Do the configuration of boron. 1s2, 2s2, 2p1. Now can you see over here? So stable configuration over here. Okay, completely filled orbital. But here, no. And as the result, what happens to take out the electrons from here? It becomes easy. And naturally, the ionization enthalpy now decreases from beryllium to boron. Now, see nitrogen and oxygen. Nitrogen is having more ionization enthalpy than oxygen, isn't it? Why? You can see the atomic number of nitrogen is 7 and oxygen is 8, isn't it? So here, what happens when we do the electronic configuration 1s2, 2s2, 2p, it becomes how much? 3, isn't it? So and if we see of oxygen, it becomes 1s2, 2s2 and 2p4, isn't it? So now you can see here it is half filled p orbital. So what happens? It has got the stable electronic configuration, but here it is 2p4. As the result, the stability of the configuration of nitrogen is more than oxygen. So here what will happen? To take out one electron from here is easy rather than taking out one electron from nitrogen. Okay, so that is why what happens, due to stable electronic configuration of nitrogen, it has got more ionization enthalpy, and oxygen, it is not having stable electronic configuration. As the result, what will happen? Its ionization enthalpy will be less. Okay, so this is how you are seeing that this ionization enthalpy increases along the period from the left to right, giving some exceptions, and that exception we study it with the help of what? Its configuration. Okay, now when we are talking about the group, we have taken for example group 1, lithium to cesium. You are seeing what? The ionization enthalpy, you can see, is decreasing, isn't it? Why it is decreasing? Because the atomic size is increasing, isn't it? The screening effect, you can see over here, is more. Okay, effective nuclear charge, when we go from up to down in the group, what happens? Effective nuclear charge decreases due to the increase in size, and these all results in what? Decreasing of ionization enthalpy when in a group, when we go from up to down. Okay, so in this video I have explained you all ionization enthalpy. Next video we will be studying about electron gain enthalpy and electron negativity. So in this class we have studied about the ionization enthalpy, okay, in detail. In the next class we will be studying about electron gain enthalpy and electron negativity. So this is all for today. Good day. Take care.